Hello, welcome to Tonglen for Climate Change. So today we'll do the practice together. And I wanted to start with just a little bit of good news. I watched a, a show last night on the national parks in Chile and Patagonia, and it was an extraordinarily beautiful show. But it also felt very heartening because there's so much work happening there to kind of connect national parks. And Chile is such a long country, and there's parks throughout the whole length of it. And um, they're really rewilding the area, and just seeing the thriving of the animals and ecosystems there was deeply encouraging. Um, it felt like some of the best news I've heard about what's happening around the world in a while. So I wanted to share that. So, Tonglen Practice is the Tibetan word for taking and sending. So, again, this practice is we're opening and welcoming challenge and difficulty, being willing to touch it, to breathe it in, to make the wish that others be free of challenge and difficulty, and the willingness to feel that. And then on the exhale, we breathe out and share what's beneficial. We offer what supports the situation, what supports the beings that we're working with. And we also share our own kind of good virtue, our own wisdom, our own compassion, our own merit. Merit is like positive potential, all of the kind of good momentum we have in our lives. And so we offer that to others, and we imagine them receiving it and embodying it. And so it's a practice where we're opening our hearts and being willing to take the suffering from a situation and being willing to offer and share our own benefit. And this helps purify our own clinging and grasping. It helps to transform the ways that we close down in challenging situations. It helps also with sometimes we can feel overwhelmed in seeing what's happening on the earth, both in the ecosystems and in our societies, like with the wars, for example. And so in this practice, we work with the different ways we close down, the different ways we get overwhelmed. And by doing this, taking and sending, this breathing in the difficulty, the offering out what's beneficial, we kind of, it's like sandpapering or frictioning those different ways we get stuck so that we actually open into our own clarity and wisdom, the kind of the simplicity and kindness and intelligence of our natural being, our being as it is. So we're working with all the ways we get kind of in our own way so that we can actually be in our natural wisdom, compassion, skillfulness. And then we can interact in situations in ways that are actually skillful rather than adding more fuel to the difficulty. So we'll do this practice together. So begin by finding your meditation posture. It's supportive for the way the energy moves in the body to have an upright spine and the rest of the body relaxed. So you're letting the shoulders relax, the jaw, letting your arms and legs relax, feeling that stable foundation beneath you. You can either have your legs crossed or your feet flat, kind of stable on the ground. Just take a couple breaths to arrive in this posture, noticing any little movements that want to happen. allowing yourself to arrive present in this moment. And we'll begin by making the aspiration that our practice today, that it be of benefit, that it help awaken our own hearts and minds, and that it also may radiate out, ripple out, and help to awaken, to benefit, to help support all beings without exception. And then take a couple moments just to let go of whatever is occupying your mind, kind of dropping whatever storyline. You could think of it as letting go of the framework of your mind, just resting in this sense of presence, of openness. This could be called open awareness. All of your senses are open, but you're not attaching to any one thing. This sense of beingness. And it's from this sense of beingness, this experience of open awareness, that we engage in this practice of Tonglen, of taking and sending. So when you're ready, you can bring to mind something in your own experience that has kind of touched your heart recently. So it could be something in your community and the land around you. It could be something you've heard on the news, something that's going on the planet. You're also welcome to work with a social situation if that's what's pulling at your heart right now. Just there's so many we could work with. Just choosing one for right now. And just kind of imagining it in the space in front of you. And then notice whatever is arising in your heart. Notice whatever feelings are coming up. Just being present with the different aspects within yourself that are being triggered by witnessing the situation. And then when you feel ready, make the wish that your own heart and mind be free of any conflict, any confusion, any difficulty that you're bringing to this situation, or any suffering that you yourself are experiencing. And then when you feel ready, you breathe in that feeling, that difficulty, breathe it into your heart, breathe it into this open spaciousness in your being, and imagine it dissolving there, being released, being freed. And then at your own pace, then breathing out what's supportive and beneficial to your own experience, to your relationship with this experience. And imagine yourself receiving that and feeling the benefit of it. And so we'll do this for several breaths together, beginning with our own inner experience in relationship to the world. It's by becoming familiar with your own experience that you can then relate to and connect with the experience of others. By working with our own experience, we awaken our compassion and wisdom. And then, as you feel ready, you can let go of that visualization and just rest again for a moment and open awareness. Rest in this sense of presence, of beingness. And then bring to mind all of the other people, maybe other animals, other beings that also experience a similar sense of challenge that you yourself experience. Maybe fear, anger, distrust, despair. Whatever it is, imagine all the other beings that are also having this experience in relation to this environmental or social situation. And make the wish that they also be free of their suffering, free of the seeds of challenge, the seeds of difficulty, free of whatever patterns are creating their own mental and emotional anguish. And being willing to breathe those in, that they may be free of it. And then offering out, sharing what's beneficial, sharing the seeds of beneficial circumstances, beneficial mind states, of skillfulness, whatever is supportive for the situation. And we'll do this for a few more breaths, connecting with all of these beings who also have similar experience, who also share concerns, who are also paying attention. And then as you feel ready, extending this visualization even further, extending it to all of those who appear to be other, who appear to be on the other side, who appear to be perpetrating this harm, or even just playing a role in creating this situation. And think of the ways that they might be suffering, that they might be struggling. Think of the ways they might have seeds in their own mind streams that result in negative experiences, habit patterns they might have that they don't realize cause suffering for themselves and others. And make the wish that they too be free of this suffering and the causes of suffering. And that they too have happiness, freedom, that they may know a sense of well-being and joy. And begin the Tonglen practice with them, breathing in the suffering and all of the causes, past, present, and future, for that suffering. And breathing out, breathing out all of the causes, past, present, and future, for well-being, for true happiness, for ease, for harmony. Doing this for several breaths. And as you come to completion, imagine that all of these causes and sources of suffering are actually freed. That all of the causes and seeds of happiness are actually received and embodied for yourself, for all of these beings. Take a few moments to rejoice there. And then when you're ready, let go of the visualization and just rest for a few moments in open awareness again. the sense of presence, beingness, allowing whatever got stirred up, whatever emotions, whatever is moving in your body, allow it to integrate, to settle, to harmonize. And then we'll take a moment to dedicate the merit of our practice, any benefit generated from our practice here today. May it be shared with every single being without exception. May it support awakening, freedom from suffering and the causes of suffering. May it help us all. Thank you for your practice. Wishing you a wonderful day.